You may remember a while back that I made a video showcasing many of the popular glitches in Saints Row 1's multiplayer. Well, the person who originally taught me those glitches, God's Hands, is also one of the very few people who makes mods for the game as well. Since many of his mods require an X key, I haven't been able to show them off until I install an X key of my own. Now that I finally have one, and it just happens to be the 10th anniversary of Saints Row, not only will I show you God's Hands mods, I'll also show you one in particular we both collaborated on. With that said, let's get right to it. Let's start off with some lobby mods. God's Hands has spent an immeasurable amount of time coding in vehicles like the forklift and quota, and even NPCs to make the waiting around more fun. Some NPCs include Chicken Ned, the West Side Rollers, Los Carnales, and some of the Saints Lieutenants. They're not killable, so this can make for some crazy interactions. God's Hands is also modded in single-player weapons like the Platinum 3K Urban and the beloved Pimp Cane. He's also modded in the Pimp Slap, so having multiple players in the lobby can be quite interesting. Another weapon that spawns is something God's Hands created himself. The explosive 40 ounce is, well, a 40 ounce that either has a water explosion effect or functions like a Molotov. Now let's look at God's Hands' new weapon skins and healing animations. The K6 now has really sweet blue flames, the Tombstone has red flames, the MAC-10 is now pink, the baseball bat and McManus are blue, and the Vice 9 is orange. For the healing animation, instead of eating a cheeseburger, your guy will smoke a pipe. What's interesting is that Volition was going to originally have that animation be in the multiplayer, but it got flagged before release. Moving on to the other multiplayer maps, God's Hands has reversed the destination points for all the Protect the Pimp maps, breathing some new life into the game type. For the blinged out ride level Barrio, God's Hands has encoded extra chains in different vehicles such as the ambulance and FBI SUV. He's also made it so players drop more cash when they die and shorten the time it takes to respawn. One interesting thing is that God's Hands found a hidden map in the game's files. Well, actually it's just an unfinished version of the Ultor Dome, but it's still fascinating to check out. Moving on to the co-op, the level mob rule has been altered to have all the Vice Kings replaced with a variety of mascots. When playing it, I'm reminded of the Horde mode from Saints Row the Third, with the exception of having an actual challenge and objective. And now it's time to show off the mod God's Hands and I worked tirelessly on. After weeks of tweaking and adjusting the game's code, we finally have something worth showing. I present to you the Saints Row 1 edition of Zombie Uprising. By altering the co-op level heist, we made a game type where waves of zombulins will attack while you and your partner hack security locks to a safe to escape with a box of survival supplies. Each wave of zombulins that spawn become larger and harder than the last. Luckily, after a certain amount of kills, you unlock more ammo and better weapons. You'll start with only a pistol and baseball bat, but after 25 to 50 to 100 kills, you'll unlock the SMG, Tombstone, and the Molotov and RPG. Both players have considerably less health. This keeps the game more interesting and challenging. We've also disabled the death barriers outside, so you can go and explore an unseen version of Stillwater. It's interesting to see how much work Volition put into the segment of the map, even though no one would ever usually see it. Well, I hope you enjoyed the showcase of God's Hands' hard work. If you'd like to know more about these mods, please leave a comment below or check out God's Hands' YouTube channel. Also, don't forget to watch Volition's streams that start today and end on the 2nd. Anyways, thanks for watching and happy 10th anniversary for Saints Row.